My name is JK, and I'm from Throckmorton, Texas. You might know my brothers Luke and Seth Hill, but now that I'm old enough to compete in this commercial steer show, I will be the one running the show. Have you ever seen the John Wayne movie, The Cowboys? It's all about these little cowboys fighting cattle rustlers the whole way through. The Texas Cattle Rangers, otherwise known as the TSCRA, was formed to fight cattle rustling. And 138 years later, they are still hard at work trying to get justice for those hard-working ranchers. I like my grandy because he tells me stories about John Warren, who was an infamous cattle rustler. Warren was a deputy inspector of hides living in the Fort Griffin area, which includes Throckmorton and Albany, Texas. He was also supposed to deliver meat to the quartermaster full of soldiers and the Talcoa Indians. But suddenly the rangers started complaining that their herds were shrinking, but Warren's wasn't. So they got a warrant to go search behind Warren's house. Not only they found hides that weren't his, he was picked up and took into the county jail. And in the early mornings of 1878, July 24th, he was shot to death by an angry group of rangers. My great-great-great-great-grandfather, Bill Housen, was a part of those vigilantes. Once my pop was breeding some cattle and he went to the house to sleep, and they were stolen right out of the pen that night. And he called the Texas Cattle Rangers, and they found them an hour away at a sale barn. And they picked those guys up and took them to jail. Now you might be wanting to know what you can do so people won't steal your cattle. 1, put a TSCRA sign on your gate and lock your gates. 2, brand them. 3, feed them at different times, different places, and as far away from main roads as possible. Whether you own 2 head of these Red Angus steers or you want 1,000 head, Texas Cattle Rangers are still hard at work for you.